Hey there, YouTube friends and family. So, I wasn't going to do this until the spring, and it occurred to me some of y'all who are watching my channel and potentially learning some stuff that I'm sharing, it's already spring where y'all are at, and so it would make sense for me to share this now, even though it's not quite time for me to be making tea. If y'all want to start making tea, this might help you. Um, what you're looking at are actually things people use in their fish aquariums. So there's the fish air pump, which is this little thing right here, and it's a aquaculture. And these are the bubblers, and they come in lots of different sizes. And another one in here that is looks like it's attached. Looks like that. And the other thing that's on the couch here, if you can see that without the glare on it, it's paint strainer bags. So they're these things, paint strainer bags. And the other thing, which isn't totally necessary, but it's helpful, and that is an aquarium heater. And then if you have a thermometer that floats or can stick on the side of the bucket, and then, yeah, and then just I should just pull this thing back away rather than try to show you the bucket. Yeah, just a bucket. And so I only get food grade buckets, and the grocery stores up here usually have them from like frosting and stuff or pickles, and sometimes they'll charge $1 or $2 for them, and that's fine. I don't want to use like I do sheetrock, and so I don't want to use like a sheetrock bucket, because that's a chemical. And the whole point of this is we are making a tea for our plants. So I'm just showing you all the components at this point. Oh yeah, and a rock, because that sometimes the little bubbler things, they want to float up, and what you want to do is keep the bubblers below the bag. Now, what's in the bag? Well, what's going to go in the bag is worm compost and alfalfa. You can put in a little bit of unsulfured molasses into the water. And so, what the heck am I doing this all for? Well, within the worm compost are nutrients, and there are also microbes. And the reason we're using a fish aquarium bubbler is to put oxygen into the water, because the kind of microbes we're wanting to grow or populate in the water are aerobic microbes, because they are the ones that are healthy. The anaerobic microbes are not a microbe that we want to get on our food. So holding the bubbler in place underneath this bag, which will be filled in the next video, I'll be showing you this. It'll be filled with the compost from my worm composter. That allows the bubbles to penetrate through the bag and agitate it and get the microbes to come out into the water. Now, the molasses is because it's a food source for the microbes. We're going to extract the microbes from the compost, get them into the water, and then use the water to feed our plants. And there'll be two ways that we can use this tea. One way will be just, to put it in your little watering can and go around and water. I mean, your house plants will love it, and then anything out in the garden. The other way to feed the microbes is to actually put the tea into a sprayer. And it could be a backpack sprayer, or it could be a handheld sprayer, and you spray the leaves during the early morning hours before the sun is coming up, on foggy, misty days when Mother Nature has, the greenhouse foggers on everywhere for us. Those are the days when the plants, there's a thing on the plant leaf called the stomata. It's part of a leaf, and it allows the plant to actually take nutrients in through its leaves. And you can spray this compost tea from the worm compost onto the plants, and they will take the nutrients in through their leaves. But you can only do that before the sun is up really, really high or on a foggy, misty day. You can sometimes do it in the evening depending on where you are. If you don't get a lot of issues with mildew, or like you don't want your plant leaves to be wet for some reason because you live in a really damp area, then you might not want to feed this at night. But you can feed it during the day, allow the plants to take it in through the leaves as long as it's not bright sunlight, or you can just put it in your watering can and water around the plants. So I've been doing this for a number of years. There's a woman by the name of Elaine Ingram, and she's got some stuff out there. You can search for her. It's an amazing way to feed our plants, and as long as you're doing aerobically with the air filters, you're going to get the right kind of microbes in your mix. And adding things like the alfalfa. Oh, the other thing I also put in is seaweed, like kelp seaweed. That's another really, really good thing to put in because it's got a lot of the micronutrients in it, and the microbes that are in the compost tea will be able to also take in nutrition from not only the molasses, but also from the alfalfa, which in itself is a fantastic thing. And I've watched some of y'all's videos. I think it was Gigi. I think maybe you had the video up with making the alfalfa tea using the pellets. So yeah, so this is just another thing we can add to our repertoire of ways to feed our plants. And the other thing to know about the microbes, and the reason to feed them to the plants early in the day, whether you're spraying it or feeding it on a drench, is because microbes don't have any sunscreen. And if you do it in the hot part of the day, they'll just be killed by the sun. So you want to do it early in the day, late in the day if you're not in a damp area, or on a foggy day when you can spray the plant leaves and the plants can take the nutrition in through their leaves. So I'm going to end this here because I'm already at 7 minutes, but I will show you in the next video, hands-on, actually how to do this. Okay, see you then. Bye for now.